Alright guys, today we're going to talk about trail etiquette. Do you know what trail etiquette is? Do you abide by trail etiquette? If you're not sure, then stay tuned through the intro and we're going to break down some trail etiquette. What's up? My name is Doug, the Bearded Outdoorsman. Welcome to another video. If you enjoy beard product reviews, gear tips, you've come to the right place. Today we're going to be taking a look at trail etiquette. And I decided to mix things up. And instead of just sitting in a hammock, I'm going to lay in a hammock today. And just relax. And give you guys some breakdown as to what trail etiquette is and how you can utilize and abide by trail etiquette when you're on the trail. So if you do not know what trail etiquette is, I've got 8 things that you can put into practice in order to better show that trail etiquette to others. So trail etiquette is just basically ultimately common sense and respecting others while you're out on the trail. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about with trail etiquette is if you are descending a mountain and you're going down the trail and you encounter a hiker going up the mountain, then the person going down should move over out of the way and allow that person going up to maintain their momentum and go up the trail, up the mountain. That is just common courtesy, that is respect, and they've already built their momentum to get up the hill to do the ascent. Allow them to do that. Move over, allow them to you get out of the way and allow them to go up. All right, next, if you are taking a break on the trail, get off the trail. Don't take your break on the trail. Spread your gear out, lay your pack in the middle of the trail, any of that kind of stuff. If you want to take a break while you're hiking, get off the trail to allow those people that are coming through behind you to get around, so they don't have to walk around your stuff or step over your pack or anything like that. If you're taking a break, get off the trail. All right, the next one, it's probably one of my biggest pet peeves, is buy headphones. Buy headphones. Don't hang a Bluetooth speaker on your pack. Nobody wants to hear your music, your podcast, your radio. Nobody wants to hear that but you. So buy a set of headphones, put them in your ear, and you listen while you hike. Don't get a Bluetooth speaker. That is the worst thing you could do, is buy a Bluetooth speaker to hang on your pack and hike. Now, I get it. If you're in a group and everybody wants to listen to the same thing, that's one thing, but nobody else wants to hear it. If we're not in your group, we don't want to hear your music. We don't want to hear it. So take that in consideration. Be mindful of others, and just instead of buying that Bluetooth speaker, buy a set of headphones. All right, next is if you are hiking with a dog. I love dogs. I love animals. If you're hiking with a dog and your dog poops on the trail, it is your responsibility to remove that poop from the trail. So me, who's hiking without a dog, does not step in said poop. So be mindful of that. Dogs should have to adhere to the same rule that we as humans have to and get off the trail to poop. But if they don't, and nature calls, then you as the owner are responsible for removing that poop from the trail so nobody steps in it. So be mindful. Speaking of waste, make sure that when you are relieving yourself, that you personally, human, are getting 200 feet off the trail and burying your waste. If you are going number 2, nobody wants to step in that. Nobody wants to see that. So make sure that you are burying your waste. If you're getting 200 feet off the trail, make sure that your trail doesn't curve around and your 200 feet doesn't put you 5 feet from the trail on the other side. So be mindful of that. Know your trail, know where you're at, and get 200 feet off the trail before you relieve yourself. All right, and next is leave no trace. Now, I just recently did a video on that. I'll put a card up top where you can go check that video out, breaking down the 7 principles of leave no trace. But make sure that you're adhering to that. Make sure that you're leaving no trace. That's part of trail etiquette, that you are leaving no trace for that person coming behind you, those people coming behind you, and being mindful of that. All right, next is be quiet after dark. There's a such thing called hiker midnight. When is that? Dark. As soon as the sun goes down and it gets dark, that is hiker midnight. You've got people that are on the trail that are trying to pull long miles, that are pulling long days, or wanting to get up super early in the morning, and they go to bed when the sun goes down. So be mindful of that. If you want to hang around with friends, sit around a fire, just be quiet about it. Don't be loud. Don't play your music really loud. If you get to camp, if you get to a shelter or you get to camp after dark, be very respectful of that. Don't shine flashlights on tents, on hammocks. Just ease into camp, set your camp up, and go to bed. All right, and our last thing for trail etiquette. This one is directed only at the guys. So guys, if you're on the trail and you see a female trying to use the restroom or in a shelter trying to change clothes, be respectful. Give her her space. Let her do what she needs to do. It takes a lot more for a female to change clothes than it does for a guy. So if a female is in a shelter, which most shelters are 3 sides, and she's in there trying to change clothes, don't just sit there like you don't know she exists. Get up, get out, and if anybody walks up, let them know, hey, there's somebody in there changing clothes. And give them their space. Let them do what they need to do. Be a gentleman. When you're on the trail, be a gentleman and let the females, if they need to use the restroom and you walk up on them, turn around, go the other way. If you are in a shelter and they need to change clothes, get out. Allow them to change clothes in the shelter without having to get in their sleeping bag and strip down and change clothes in their sleeping bag. That is a pain. If you've never done it before, try it and come back and let me know how it works. So guys, this is to you from one guy to another. Be a gentleman on the trail. Be a gentleman at the shelters and let the females have their space, do what they need to do. All right, guys. Well, that is it. That is 8 things that you can put into practice to abide by trail etiquette. Make sure that you're putting those into practice when you get out on the trail, whether you're going camping, whether you're going hiking, day hiking, whatever. Make sure you put these 8 principles into effect when you're going out there in nature and you're going to interact with other people while you're out there. So use trail etiquette. Be respectful of others. Be mindful. Most of this is common sense, and we should already be doing it. But until next time, stay bearded, get outdoors, and God bless.